Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shionne.
My right eye is back to normal. I still have the blazing sword though.
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like.
I can feel pain again.
So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
Oh, it's... okay. Never mind. The blazing sword is no more because Shionne is not with us anymore.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
My party members! Master Core of Wind. Are you okay, Alphen? We have no idea where we are. Alphen, you're full health. We can't run.
Niori. Shionne. Damn it.
This is gonna be tough. Oh god.
No escape! Pierce through! Take this!
Oh, can we even do this? This is crazy.
Be still! Take this! You're finished! Swallow blade! Slash! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Lightning thrust! Take this! It's over! It's done! Swallow blade! You picked the wrong fight!
Oh god, no flaming sword.
I'm not done! Sonic thrust! Dazzle!
Oh god. You can do that?
It's over!
What am I even doing here? I can't defeat them all by my own. Oh god.
Take
This
this!
is gonna take so long. Damn it.
Take this! Lightning thrust! Stardust!
Ouch. Okay, let's take a peach gel.
This should do it! Dragon Swarm! Severing Wind! Strike! Wind!
Ouch.
Crush! mine! Be still! Rising Falcon! Dragon Swarm! This one's all mine! Severing Wind! Be still! Swallow Blade!
Oh, I can't do a Mystic Art!
Be still!
Because I have no Flaming Sword, is that it?
You picked the wrong fight!
Oh, what? Oh my god.
You're mine!
Oh my god, this can
Sonic Thrust!
take a while.
Here I come! You're finished! Sonic Thrust! Take this! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Ouch. Holy crap. I cannot flee. That's also a problem.
This should do it!
No one can heal me, I cannot flee.
Here I come!
Oh god. Soon, soon.
You're mine! You're finished! Swallow Blade! Pierce
Finally, one down. Ouch. That's not fair.
It's over! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation!
God. I'm nearly dead. What was that?
Ah!
Alphen?
Rinwell. Dohalem. Oh god.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Harros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shionne's close too, right?
Shionne? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
Alphen, pull yourself together, boy.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Oh god. These memories flooding in. Rinwell, retired Avenger. Holy Lands. Very fitting.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
We need to take something. At least Dohalem can heal us still. That's something, I suppose. Astro Crystal. Do you want to avoid fights? Probably Alphen doesn't want his party members to find out how terrible he feels right now. What are they doing even? Killing fish and then eating them?
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Dahnans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Dahnan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
Oh.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Now that Alphen is normal again, maybe he's not special anymore. Right eye patch.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Alphen, let's put that on you. Because you're not used to see with your right eye, right? Actually, what am I saying? You can see through the masks. We already established that. Okay, let's fight them.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Not in your dreams!
This one's all mine!
Nice.
Eat dirt! Here I come!
Is it hot? Just smash it out again! Illuminate the top!
Try harder! Not again!
Ouch!
Light! Swallow blade! Slash! Castle! Soaring light spear!
Thunder field!
Crush!
Raging
Dragon
cascade!
swarm!
Here!
Eternal devastation!
I'll ride you in the sky! Now!
Eternal devastation! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Wow, Rinwell and Dohalem. Did we see that before? I don't even remember.
In a bind?
Take this!
Now!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Both strikes were
But a victory nonetheless.
Rinwell and
We have a
Dohalem.
long way yet to go.
I wonder if we'll see any Alphen strikes, because he doesn't seem to be himself. What did I want to do? I want to edit. Rinwell should be at 3 and Dohalem at 4. Yeah. That's what I'm used to have. Oh no. Like the slot at 2 used to be Shionne and it's empty now.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
There's Law and Kisara.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah. And now we can finally go rescue Shionne.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
And my sense of pain. But yeah, the memory is probably important.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dahna. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No.
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the blazing sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
What strange powers are you talking about?
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shionne. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shionne said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shionne I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shionne? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Yeah, you could say that.
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris?
As in Shionne Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegus. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegus was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegus, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dahna. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
Yeah, I suspected as much.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
So?
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shionne? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shionne too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Oh boy.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shionne's rescue? What do the others think?
What do you mean by right? Like, regardless of your past, Shionne is your friend, and she's in trouble right now. There's no need to overthink this. Let the past be in the past, right? Also, you're doing a good thing here to liberate Dahna and stuff. I've had to survive a lot of death around me to get to where I am now, both as a slave and on my way to this place. All I want now is to live the rest of my days in peace and quiet, so please don't cause any trouble while you're here. No promises. Wherever I go, trouble follows. Ooh. beef. Where the hell are we? I see all kinds of trees around here that I don't recognize. Is there any hope for us ever getting back to Mahakzar? I hope so, because I've got some side quests over there. I can't fast travel. After that nasty shipwreck, I'm surprised I'm still alive. Sea bream. I've tried looking everywhere for him, but I can't find Mahavar. Damn it, why do you have to be the only one to have to go down with the ship? Mahavar is missing? Are you one of the refugees from Pillaging? If so, I need to warn you about something. Our village's secret. For everyone's safety, don't do anything that could attract any Renan attention, alright? It's extremely important. Yeah, the Renans don't know about this place. They're living here, free from slavery. Good, I don't see anything here that's spoiling or poisonous. It's important that we inspect everything we eat here carefully. There are no doctors or medicine here, so one wrong move and we'd be in trouble. Yeah, to get to medicine, you probably need to steal from the Renans, and that's, of course, attracting attention. I've never met any Dahnans before that didn't originally escape from Pillaging. You're not going to rat us out to the Rena, are you? Just making sure. No, your secret's safe with me. This harvest looks like it's growing nice and healthy. These are going to taste great once they're ready to be eaten. Don't just take food without asking. Our crops are a vital resource that have to be shared with everyone here. If you make it through Shinefall Woods and then go past Urium Falls, you can see Pillaging out in the distance. Although just thinking about seeing that castle sends shivers down my spine, so it's not exactly a trip that I recommend taking personally. Once you escape Pillaging, you have to cross through marshlands, waterfalls and forests before finally ending up here. The only thing left after that is ocean. There's nowhere else left to run, so if the Renans ever find us, we'll be in real trouble. Oh. We get by here mostly on fishing and what few fields we are able to cultivate in the village. Sometimes we hunt and forage for fruits in the forest too, but that's a risky proposition, so we can't afford to go there as much as we'd like. Is this the way to the forest or what? Law, what are you doing here all alone by yourself?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shionne or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
What?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shionne.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shionne?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shionne's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Whoa.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shionne or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
Probably.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shionne. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Wow. What a great motivational speech by Law. I believe in you, Alphen. In the beginning, it seems like Law wanted to be like Zephyr and talk some sense into Alphen, but in the end, he was just being Law. Trying to punch some sense into me. What is... Oh, that's where I came from, right? Yeah. Tislin. Duhalem. Maybe you can shed some light on whatever's happening or happened.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then?
Yeah.
Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
Oh.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for letting me in there. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Thanks for cheering me up by saying you killed more people than me. We should be thinking about what needs to be done. That's interesting. I mean, I wonder what the connection is between the Sovereign then, what Alphen was, and the Sovereign now, namely the winner of the Crown contest. There has to be a connection, right? Maybe they experimented on Dahnan's first of bestowing power to someone so they can bestow the same power to their actual ruler, something like that. Seems like there's been a big shipwreck. People and things keep washing in with the tide lately. Doing well.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shionne and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shionne, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shionne were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shionne must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Yeah, to be different is to ask oneself, why can't one be like everyone else, right? Even though the difference is what makes you like special. Take it from me, it's really hard to be all alone. To be special and yeah, what is really helpful actually. Please, just lay some eggs already. I want to eat something other than fish for once in my life. Kisara. The coastline up ahead is swarming with Zeugles. I won't stop you from going, but don't bring any of them back to the village.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shionne needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dahna and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Dahnans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dahna. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What? Are you
What?
saying that I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
No, that was a
Back to the inn, I guess.
great perspective on things. I'm glad, Kisara. I think now would be a good time for you to reflect on things.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
Let's go, go, go!
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Let's kick some Zoogle ass before rescuing Shionne. What is this? Bumbling fighter extraordinaire? Okay. Oh, those titles have a completion bonus. Maybe I should complete them. Just an idea. Holy crap, Lore has a lot of titles. Okay.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Wait. The other way. Defeat the invading Zoogles. I can talk to someone? Get inside, hurry! Evacuation. They're already inside the city.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
are those arms even natural?
You picked the wrong fight.
Leave the insane to me. Yeah. It's almost too strong.
Make it real!
Strike!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Eat this! Time to start! Lightning
Take this. It's over.
Ouch!
Here I come.
Do this all day.
This one's mine!
You're mine. Here through.
Go ahead!
Swallow blade.
The enemy wields ours too.
We'll soon see about that!
Swallow blade.
You require a help.
Sonic slash.
Frozen!
Hammer!
Okay, now to the apes.
Lightning orb!
Now we see what I can do.
Eat dirt.
Wow! Lore and Dohalim in a hand-to-hand combat situation. Oh wow, I love this.
Light burst forth.
Radiant citizen!
Are we done?
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this Olim kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah,
Motivational speech incoming.
I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bones with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Shionne comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Shionne, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dahna. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pillaging. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
So Pelagian is how the city is pronounced. Okay.